It might not look like much, but this is the pride of the Akademogorodok Scientific Center in Siberia. It was at this nuclear physics institute that Soviet engineers built the world's first particle accelerator in the 1960s. The Education and Science Park, located just south of the Siberian capital of Novosibirsk, was launched in 1957 by then-President Nikita Khrushchev, as the Soviet Union sought to invest in the underdeveloped but resource-rich remote region of Russia.
At the time, scientific research was mostly developed in Moscow and St. Petersburg. In Siberia, there were areas which man had still never penetrated. It was the scientists who discovered the oil and gas.
The park went through a period of startling growth, propelled by the Soviets' drive for scientific excellence and development. Within 10 years, numerous research centers had been set up, covering fields from chemistry and mathematics to mechanics and nuclear energy. Leaders from all over the world came to visit this hive of scientific activity. But the collapse of the USSR almost dealt the project a fatal blow. Budgets were slashed and scientists headed to the West. Now the West is doing its bit to ensure that the center keeps going, providing funding and contracts, in particular to the Nuclear Physics Institute, which collaborates with the European Nuclear Research Center, CERN.
Approximately 200 people from the Nuclear Physics Institute work at the CERN in Switzerland. Specialists work in several laboratories in the United States, in Europe and in Asia, where they're offered temporary or permanent contracts.
After years of neglect, the Russian authorities are now funding the park once again, as part of a wider goal to remodernize the whole country. Students are increasingly staying on after the end of their studies, thanks to more attractive salaries and better accommodation. A sign of renewal, this futuristic building is a break with the campus's Soviet architecture and is home to companies specializing in bio and nanotechnology. The development may herald the start of a new era of Russian scientific prowess.